Nora also didn't find this was someone else's room. She was just looking at the bathroom, which was full of some men's articles. Only think that this family was really strange. What a wonderful place. However, her bet with her grandfather was only kept for only 3 months. Nora had to stay in this villa for 3 months. If she still had no feelings for Asher, the engagement would be annulled. Nora took a bath and ate the dinner served by the servant. After a tiring day, she fell asleep. At night, it was already midnight when Asher came home from dinner. He knew that Nora would come to the Howe family today. His grandpa Howard had asked Asher to meet Nora, but he refused on the grounds of work. He was not interested in this fiancé at all, and the engagement would be broken sooner or later. After returning to the room, Asher took a bath and went to sleep. Probably because he drank a little too much tonight, Asher didn't realize there were other women in the room until he lay down. He was slightly stunned. In the darkness, Asher could not see the woman's face. She turned over and hugged him. The girl murmured, "Good bear, don't make any noise, just sleep." Asher was frozen. The woman had a very familiar smell, the same as that person. Probably because of the alcohol, Asher didn't move, lying down with Nora and falling asleep. This night, Asher did not suffer from insomnia as before. However, he slept peacefully. In the dream, he saw the picture 10 years ago again. In the little black room, the girl held him in her small body, and she said, "Don't be afraid, I am very powerful, I will protect you." Asher dreamed that she had found her, so real. The next day, at the door. Ashley went to bed early, but when she woke up this morning, she didn't hear the servant say that Nora had been kicked out of Asher's room. What's going on? Maybe his cousin didn't come back last night? But his car was in the garage. 2 people couldn't sleep together, was it? Ashley couldn't help knocking on the door. "Cousin, the maid has prepared breakfast. Don't you have an early meeting today? Get up quickly." 2 sleeping people in the room were woken up at the same time. Nora only felt that she was snuggling in one arm as if someone was holding herself. Looking at each other, Nora was suddenly surprised and didn't feel sleepy. She got up from bed and said in a surprised voice, "Who are you?" Asher's eyes were equally gloomy. "Nora?" Nora probably guessed that this was his rumored fiancé Asher, but how did this man appear in her bed? Who could tell her? Before she could get an explanation, Asher continued to speak. "You just climbed into my bed on the first day in the Howe family. Oh, you got something." Nora looked at Asher blankly. What? Did she climb into Asher's bed? All the people in the Howe family were paranoid, right? However, she probably guessed that it was Asher's room, and Ashley did it on purpose when she thought of the men's articles in the room yesterday. Nora got out of bed and said coldly, "First, I didn't climb into your bed. Ashley told me yesterday that this was my room, and, Asher, I am not interested in you at all. Besides, I fell asleep last night. Didn't you find anyone else in bed when you came back? You still slept with me all night. What should I say? You like me, don't you?" Asher's face was even gloomier when he was choked by Nora. Memories of last night came to mind, and he could not refute them for a while. In Nora's eyes, the man was shocked at that time. Those eyes were really like that girl. Seeing this, Asher even hooked his lips and smiled. "What? Why are you looking at me like this? Are you fascinated by me?" Returning to absolute being, Asher's face was gloomy, and he said angrily, "Go out and don't come to this room in the future." Nora naturally didn't stay much and left with her things. Ashley was still standing at the door, looking at Nora coming out and suddenly looking surprised. Nora smiled at her and said, "Morning. As you wish, your cousin slept with me all night yesterday, and we just got along very well." "You were talking nonsense." Ashley was angry. How was it possible? It was impossible for her cousin to like Nora. But the fact was that Nora slept with Asher last night.